Your cat isn't purring to comfort you. It's running a precise acoustic manipulation you were never meant to notice. A purr isn't a single tone. It's a layered acoustic signal, a fundamental frequency between 25 and 150 hertz, with harmonic overtones stacked above it like floors in a building. The sound originates in the larynx. Muscles in the glottis dilate and constrict roughly 25 times per second, interrupting airflow on both the inhale and the exhale, a mechanism unique among the cat family. Here's where the cat family splits. Lions and tigers have a flexible hyoid bone that allows roaring but prevents continuous purring. Domestic cats have a hardened hyoid built for the purr, not the roar. In 2009, researchers Karen McComb and Anna Taylor at the University of Sussex identified something the spectrogram makes plain. Not all purrs are acoustically identical. Each carries a distinct signature depending on what the cat wants. Inside the solicitation purr, McComb and Taylor found an embedded acoustic peak, a cry-like component centered near 380 hertz. That frequency sits squarely within the range of a human infant's cry. The human auditory system responds to infant cry frequencies with involuntary urgency, not learned behavior, hardwired. The brain's auditory cortex flags those frequencies as requiring immediate attention. Cats began living alongside humans roughly 10,000 years ago in the Fertile Crescent, drawn by rodents near grain stores. That proximity created slow evolutionary pressure. Cats that triggered human care survived better. The oldest known deliberate cat burial was found at Chillerocambos, Cyprus, dating to approximately 7,500 BCE. A cat interred beside a human, already by that point a companion worth mourning. Most people never recognize this as natural selection running inside their living room. Cats that could embed that infant cry frequency into their purr received more food, more warmth, more protection. The trait compounded across generations. But here's where it gets harder. If the purr were purely manipulative, you'd expect cats to deploy it only when hungry. They don't. Cats purr during rest, during illness, during birth, and during death. The resting purr operates at 25 to 50 hertz. Research published in the Journal of the Acoustical Society of America in 2001 found that vibrations in this exact range stimulate bone density and accelerate tissue repair in mammals. A cat's own skeleton sits inside a low-frequency vibration field every time it purrs. The purr may function partly as a self-repair mechanism, a biological maintenance cycle running quietly in the background. Cats survive falls and orthopedic injuries at statistically higher rates than dogs of equivalent size. Veterinary researcher Elizabeth von Muggenthaler, whose 2001 work in the Journal of the Acoustical Society of America examined feline vibrational frequencies, proposed the purr's output as a contributing factor, an internal physiotherapy running on demand. The purr isn't one thing doing one job. It's a single mechanism serving at least 3 distinct functions simultaneously: acoustic manipulation, social bonding signal, and physiological self-maintenance. That's engineering evolution stumbled into over 10,000 years. Return to the spectrogram. The resting purr is smooth, rhythmic, low in amplitude. The solicitation purr is jagged. That embedded cry frequency creates a rougher waveform the human brain registers as subtly unpleasant. In the McComb and Taylor study, 50 human participants rated solicitation purr recordings as more urgent and less pleasant than resting purrs, even when overall volume was equalized between the two samples. Participants who owned cats rated the solicitation purr as even more urgent than non-owners did. Familiarity sharpened the response. Living with a cat tunes your auditory system to its specific acoustic strategy. McComb and Taylor also documented that cats adjust the intensity of the embedded cry component based on feedback. No response from the human? The frequency component intensifies. A calibrated acoustic negotiation in real time, not a fixed signal. The purr exists inside a larger acoustic vocabulary. Cats produce at least 19 distinct vocalizations: trills, chirps, chatters, yowls, but the purr is the only one produced continuously on both inhale and exhale. Feral cats purr less around other cats than domestic cats purr around humans. Ethologist John Bradshaw of the University of Bristol, whose research on feline social behavior is documented in his 2013 book, Cat Sense, found that the solicitation purr appears shaped by the human-cat relationship specifically, not a general feline social tool. The purr's original function is communication between kittens and their mother during nursing. A purring kitten signals it's feeding safely. The mother purrs back, a closed acoustic loop of reassurance between two animals. Adult cats in the wild don't purr at each other. The behavior persists into adulthood only in domesticated cats, redirected toward the humans who now fill the caregiver role the mother once held. Here's the part that runs in both directions. Research from the University of Minnesota Stroke Institute in 2008 found that cat owners had a 40% lower risk of fatal heart attack over a 10-year study period. The mechanism isn't fully isolated, but acoustic exposure to purring at 25 to 50 hertz is among the proposed pathways. The same vibrational range that stimulates tissue repair may also reduce cortisol and lower blood pressure in humans. Low-frequency vibration suppresses the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, the stress response system. A cat purring on your chest isn't a metaphor for comfort. It's a measurable physiological intervention you didn't consent to. The cat is making a choice. Karen McComb's 2009 Current Biology study confirmed that cats switch between purr types based on context, proximity to food, time since last feeding, the attentiveness of the human present, strategic, not reflexive. Cats read human facial expressions with documented accuracy. A 2015 study by Mariah Galvan and Jennifer Vonk found that cats adjust their behavior based on their owner's emotional state, approaching more when the owner appears happy. Pull back, and the full picture emerges. The purr is an integrated system. Part physiological maintenance, part infant cry mimic, part emotional feedback loop, running continuously between two species that have been co-evolving for 10 millennia. Biomedical engineers are now building therapeutic devices that replicate the 25 to 50 hertz range to accelerate bone healing in patients who can't bear weight after fractures. They're reverse engineering the cat, and they're serious about it. That vibration at your cat's throat, the one you took for simple contentment, is a 10,000-year-old acoustic instrument tuned by natural selection to find the one frequency a human cannot easily ignore. Next time your cat purrs, listen for the texture, smooth or slightly rough. That roughness isn't random. It's a message, and now you know exactly what it means.